Hello, everyone! Welcome back! I am your friendly neighborhood Prax. Welcome to the channel. Tonight is Sunday night where we get to play some wonderful TTRPGs, but I'm not in charge of this. Pope is, so passing the mic on over to him.
Thank you very much. Hey, everybody. Pope here, Pope World Build on the internet. Getting to be back with the fantastic Mass Effect crew, as there is a bit of fulfillment happening on this job Sunday evening. Um, there was a delightful charity drive for Fisher House, and folks got enough money in that there'd be a Thresher Maw fight this evening. Um, so as we get ready for the Tyson fight of the Mass Effect universe, um, let's go and see the members of the running undercard, and get some perspective from both their players and maybe a little bit of a character insight into just how screwed do they think they are. Um, so first up, let's go to our favorite floating friend, Bryn, played by Jesus. How you doing, friend? And how are you feeling?
Hey guys, this is Jesus, and this one is feeling many emotions. Most of them fear and terror at the fact that this one and their helpful crew will be facing against a Thresher Maw. And this one realizes the worst part is, with this death, the story of the marriage between friend Tazik and their one true love will not be truly a sad tale, but it will perhaps be a tragedy that will help her partner achieve great things. At least that's what the stories I've heard read. Anyway, I'm in a sidecar and I don't want to die.
On that beautiful, refined note of wanting not to die, hey PB, how you doing? And how are you feeling?
Hi, I'm PB. Today I'm going to be playing Etzli Leon, our ex-Alliance sniper token human on the crew. And Etzli is hanging on by what I would consider a thread. Just emotionally, mentally, like physically there. Physically she's pretty much been fine this entire time. Mentally, however, really going through it at the moment. A lot of things been thrown at her recently, and then last session, a near death experience with a truly horrifying beast coming up to about like right there to Etzli. They got out fine, but she's got some things going up here that she's going to be battling as we go into this Thresher.
So we transition from the Ellen Ripley of the crew to the crew's jolliest wrecking ball. Um, hey Chris, how you doing? And how are you feeling this evening?
I guess the first time either myself or Bars has been described as jolly. Hi, Chris Gandiasek here, the painting pirate, he and pronouns, playing Bars, the Krogan Havoc soldier. As far as how he's feeling about this, that sums it up. Switch the lighting. Bars would feel a lot better about this fight if it was just him and Etzli. The rest of the crew, it's going to be interesting. He does not expect to make it out of this alive. That's okay. There are instructions left for the care of Buttercup when the inevitable happens, so it's all fine.
Grim stoicism in bounds. Now for something completely different, more of the whims of a terrible fate, given form. How you doing, Mandy? And how are you feeling?
Hello. Hi, I'm Mandy. Go by LadyLuck34 on the internet, and I play Tazik, who is the Solarian engineer that is a walking Solarian disaster, I guess, primarily for the people around her. more than herself. So she's excited. This sounds like fun. Has not seen a Thresher Maul before, and is maybe slightly more optimistic than the others. Like, we just did the thing, got to use, some fire, and now hopefully we got the equipment we needed to now go pick a fight.
Sorry, I'm now just coming to the realization that Tazig is Mass Effect's universe closest analog to Vash the Stampede.
I can see it.
Yep.
I love
Solarian
this
shaped
for her.
typhoon.
I love this for her.
Someone who is less typhoon shaped would be our good doctor, played by Prax. How you doing, friend? And how you feeling?
Hey everybody, I'm your friendly neighborhood Prax. Praxworth is me for you see me around here on Twitch, and I get to play Dr. Othulu Sul, our Drell doctor. Both of us use she, her pronouns, and I feel like she's as prepared as can be. I would like to point out that the doctor has saved Bars's life twice. So the odds of him getting out of here are increasing.
I would like to point out whose life you had to save him from the second time.
That is fair. That is fair. That is fair. But he was alive. So hopefully, I am prepared to keep as many of them as alive, and that's what we're gonna do.
Well, here's hoping for the 3P. And let us start setting the scene. You returned with the samples as well as the data. They like mission to the hospital, as harrowing as it may have been, was actually a tremendous success by your standards. So Bill, like you come back, you give everything over to our jolly quartermaster, who is surprised that you are alive, and is quite happy with the results of your work. So much so, now is the time for you to get your pens and paper ready, folks, because here's the shopping list you got. You get to receive the Sun Gun, also known as the Cane, the M920 Cane. It is the only weapon in Mass Effect that has a radiation sticker on it, because it likes to introduce people to a very small sun. You get to decide which among you gets to try and use this thing. It can do a significant amount of damage. However, it has a long warm-up time. This thing likes its foreplay. So definitely use judiciously. However, it does have 5 charges, and if you target for 5 full rounds, it has the capacity to do 15d12 radiant damage all at once. It makes a very small mushroom cloud.
Define small.
Because we're in a sci-fi setting, the mushroom cloud is localized to what can be modestly stated as a small 2-bedroom house.
All right.
What, 12 meters? We're defining small as 12 meters.
We're defining we're defining small as 12 meters, and you can target from 120 meters away.
Yes.
I'm thinking this is an Edsley gun.
Hmm.
This sounds like an Etsley gun.
Well,
Yep.
the thing is, you would say that. However, since you achieved the bonus objectives, you also get 2 other heavy weapons.
Oh.
One is far more interesting than the other. The other is, as the quartermaster is putting it, is an excellent way to get the thing's attention. Not really good at hurting it. And that would be an M100 grenade launcher.
Hmm.
It is very good at putting a small 4-meter radius of thunder damage, also known as it gives the ground the rumblies. And it's intensive enough. If you use it in succession, it's like really large prey bouncing across the crust of Tuchanka. And then there's what is commonly referred to in the Krogan language, the cavalry, is a sync laser. This is a electric painter. You paint the target as it is linked up to a satellite, or in this case, it's Tuchanka, a series of satellites that, if it can, with its payload, fire upon the position that is being painted, it will, with a significant amount of thunder damage, in a 12 by 24 meter rectangle. As that entire rods of God thing that was discussed and was dismissed by the US military was not dismissed and perfected by the Krogan. So if you want to fire a series of very thin telephone poles from the sky at your target, you can. You also all get, for whatever weapon you want, warp ammo. And the last bit of common metagels that she possesses.
How many is those?
25.
I'm gonna grab onto those, if that's okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
So that brings our common load of Medigels to 26, plus the 4 that Etsley still has. And 9 not military grade, but the one right below military grade Medigel.
I will also say, I don't know why Tazik has it, but Tazik is also carrying Medigel.
Oh no, I gave it to Tazik because when we split up, I had given it, I had 4, I had standard, so I gave 4 of them to, it was Tazik and Etsley who were going together, and I was going with Bars and Kryn, and so I gave you some extras that I had. So that's why you have those.
I'm carrying 8 Medigels right now.
Okay, there you go. So those were the...
Also,
it's very bad when I go like, why does my character have this?
Yeah, so I have 9 superior, which are, and then we have 26 standard. Okay.
You also get 3, count them, 3 level 5 multi-frag grenades.
Hand assign those to the grenade personage.
So that is what your good work has wrought. You have most of the motorcycles except for the one that trike that seized. They are going to exchange that for a quad that cars can use. The quad has surveillance gear, so you can use it to, before the thing emerges, maybe track it before it decides to say hello. The area that they're sending you to distract the thing has a number of racks. Part of this is because you guys want parts to fix your ship. They also want to harvest things that are in this, well, battlefield. Including there are 2 tank chassis they're not interested in salvaging, but do have functioning cannons on them. So if you could get in them, not get eaten, and get them online, that would give you some heavy firepower. So there you go. Is there anything you would like to do before this party gets started?
I have a question, and this is a DM judgment call that will determine how I advocate these weapons to go. I already have an existing heavy weapon that can target up to 10 creatures. Given the size of the Thresher Maw, would you allow me to make all 10 of those at parts of the Thresher Maw? Or would it still count as a single creature?
Because I have playtested this, it depends.
Okay.
The answer is
Oh.
maybe.
Because of the AI that my friends and I have come up with for this thing, because I have a number of charts as well as just if this then statements. If it is 50% above ground, then yes, you can target it multiple times.
Okay.
However, since it is a adolescent, it's not as brave and bold as a full-blown adult. So it will, on occasion, try and obscure bits of itself.
For sure.
So
But
if
it's
it is
possible.
It is possible.
Okay, cool.
But if
it
it's
was going to be
gotten
a single target, yeah, this is
if
useless,
it's gotten to the point where it is fully exposing itself, things have already gone bad.
I mean, if a Thresher Maw is exposing itself to us, then yeah, that's just not a good day for absolutely anybody.
So I'll leave that at that. Any other burning hot questions?
I guess this
To
leads
continue-
to how do we want to assign these weapons?
Yeah, my question is, can I continue targeting if I use tactical cloak, will that break my cloak immediately if I continue targeting?
The problem with these weapons is that
Mhm.
each of them require the use of a targeting laser. That will break cloak.
Okay.
Follow-up question, because this was forever ago and I don't remember. Tazik had asked about getting something heavy weapon like, which I think was part of the question for the quartermaster. Do we remember, was it the sun gun that was the answer to that question?
Mhm.
The cane is the sun gun, and that was
Yeah.
the answer.
I just remember that nobody wanted me to wanted Tazik to talk to the quartermaster, so Tazik just in the background being like, ask about the thing. Good to know. Okay. I
Okay.
don't remember why specifically I wanted it, besides the fact that I wanted it.
If I remember correctly, you wanted something that could be a really big boom that, in theory, you might be able to mount to either Carl or, if you guys had more time, Argos.
Yes, I think the original plan was I was going to try and build a like exoskeleton for Argos and turn him into the giant Elcor stationary cannon.
So you could, in theory, and I don't know why anyone would give Carl a anti-vehicle grade weapon, but one, in their lack of wisdom, could.
I think our best use for Carl in this is Carl should go and try and get those tanks online.
Ooh.
I like the idea of Carl taking care of the weapons that don't move.
We could also theoretically give Carl the sync laser because that you just need to point it at something.
Point
Right?
and hold.
Yes.
Can Carl use any of the heavy weapons? Is he too small for that?
He can mount any, with the exception of the Geth plasma one, because that is a heavy rotary plasma minigun. And the recoil on that is described as such that it can only be used for sustained bursts by a juggernaut Geth frame. The others are perfectly fine.
I support the let's send Carl after the tanks idea, or or give him additional powers of targeting.
Mm-hmm. That seems this one seems fair. Carl can speak with the machines and have them shoot at the Thresher Maw, as we, the living people with flesh, can move around and not be in one place and get eaten.
Or spit on by acid, or
Exactly.
electrocuted, or
It can electrocute people. I
it's
really should have done
tentacles.
studying. Really should have done the studying.
Oh, there are varieties of Thresher Maw with different bioforms, depending on the flora and fauna in which it interacts. But you have the Tuchanka one, which is sort of like original Dr. Pepper with the sugar. It does everything that you want it to do.
Thresher Maw Classic. Love it.
Yes.
It's juvenile. Would a spray bottle just work on it? God, Thresher Maw.
If you could somehow make radiation and plasma coexist simultaneously and have it in a water bottle to disperse, then maybe.
The spray gun's basically what the grenade launcher is.
Mm-hmm.
So next time.
Same
Uh,
principle.
A blooper is not a super soaker.
So, this one asks, who gets what? If Carl is going to see the tanks, one of us will have to take one of a gun.
You also have in your inventory a missile launcher already. So you have
Right.
4 big guns.
not going to pretend that Tazik doesn't want at least one of them.
Question: How? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think, I mean, functionally for the doctor, having I have as big a gun as I need or want, so I don't need a bigger gun. So I will defer that to everyone else.
I have.
What does Bars want?
So I've actually had a big gun this entire time. I've just never had the opportunity to use it. So I'm set. My thinking as far as strategy for this is a lot of this stuff requires sustained aiming. I'm going to be bait. My job is to piss this thing off and keep it distracted while the rest of you blow it to shit.
Question.
To that extent, figure out the guns between the rest of you.
Yeah. Question, GM. How fast are these? Actually, how many vehicles do we have, and how fast can they go?
You have 5 vehicles. You have 3 bikes. Well, I mean, you have 4 bikes and 1 quad. The quad is the fastest. The quad is also the most durable. But durable for the quad. Quads are also notorious for flipping. So it is also the most dangerous vehicle. It is the fastest, most durable, and most dangerous. And then you have your motorcycles. The nice thing with the motorcycles is if you're going flat out in a straight line, they're wicked fast. However, in turns, you want to be more careful. So, like, flat out, pull out, these things may be able to outrun a Thresher Maw. However, in a confined space, doing tight circles, across a pockmarked battlefield, you guys are going. Is this that? Yeah, this is for controlled, not flat out. The motorcycles have a speed of 8 controlled. The quad has a speed of 10 controlled. Past that, you have to make checks.
Just imagining Bars kind of chucking the quad at the Thresher Maw at this point. So
I mean, that's plan D. Question in regards to the quad, though. Would it be possible to mount one of the heavy weapons on it and have somebody like stand on the back whilst Bars drives?
If you want to somehow make the child of the warthog and the mini quad happen,
Yeah, you see where I'm going with this.
You know what?
You can do it. I'm just saying, whoever's on the back of this thing should have a death wish, because that is the only reason you would ever agree to be the gunner on the monstrosity you are trying to create.
I'm doing
That
it.
was going to be the second part.
I am. Kryn is doing it. Not only that, because honestly, if it flips, if the quad flips, I have fly. I can just fly away once it starts to happen. So I'm technically safe. Technically.
Folks, clip this moment.
But if we're doing that, Kryn is gonna be holding on with tentacles on the top of the quad. Like you're gonna see tentacles in the windows, Bars, as I'm holding on with other tentacles on the gun on top of this quad.
I'm imagining feeling like trailing behind like a windsock.
Like you are having a far more romantic idea of what a quad is than what this thing is. for my 40K fans, I want you to
There we
think
go.
to the Gene Stealer cult quads.
Okay.
I'm thinking like dirt bike 4-wheeler.
Yeah, it is
This is not an enclosed situation.
It is not enclosed.
Mhm.
The thing is built to be more durable than anyone else and most other motor vehicles because it is going to flip.
Mhm.
But they want to be able to continue using it. So it is tough. The people who ride it are not nearly as tough as the vehicle itself.
Well, I believe I'll probably be taking the cane. That's probably where I'm best suited to just patiently wait for several rounds. But to clarify, the target location means the location on the ground, right? Like a geological positioning. Okay.
You are painting a target.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what all these heavy weapons, for the most part, are. They are painting a very specific target for
Gotcha.
whatever launcher or satellite grade death weapon is going to be fired at the target that has been painted. So you are painting the target as well as, in the case of Kane, building up to a fusion reaction.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Tazik would like to claim the grenade launcher.
Mm,
Okay.
Isn't that the distraction gun?
Yes, that is the distraction gun because it's at best maybe scuffs the paint on the thresher.
Would you like the grenade launcher?
No,
Mm,
I think
Mm.
we're
Fair.
I think you're
fair.
good to take it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Carl is taking the sync laser.
Do we want to give? Are we all good with Carl having the sync laser?
Or Crindy, would you like the sync laser?
Which gun do you? Because I'm going to be on top of Bars's. Because this is happening. I'm going to be on top of Bars's quad. Which gun do you think? Because wait,
I think you want to use the Landon in that case, which is the. If it exposes itself, it will do a shit ton of damage as it fires a ridiculous amount of missiles. Somehow, this Gundam weapon found its way into Mass Effect.
Yeah. That's why I was asking about the single versus multi-target, because
Mhm.
if we can get all 10 locked on, that thing would do 40 D8 thunder damage to it.
so.
And it only needs a target for one round.
So Kryn on the back of the quad while Bars plays bait, targeting Etzli targeting and the Doctor and Tazik from a distance trying to do more damage, and then hopefully get enough of it outside of the ground so that we can have the Landon. I think this is a sound
Mhm.
theory.
Yep. And with Carl both trying to activate both tanks and also having the sun laser or the sync gun.
The sync gun.
The sync gun. Okay. Well, this one thinks that's a fantastic plan, and this one has also already written their will, so this is ready. This one is ready for any circumstance.
Well, hold on. We said we're giving Carl the tank duty and the sync laser. Do we have Argos's chassis? Is that also available to us?
I think it's still under construction.
It is under construction. You can try and half-ass Ultron it, but I need a series of rolls and at least one roll of the happy sad die.
I mean, I'm in for it. Like, this is exactly what Tazik would do.
Let's
Here we
do
go.
it. Let's
Hold
do
on,
it.
before we do this, I have an idea to make this even weirder.
Okay.
And saying that, I already know you're going to be in. So if we already have the half-ass janky, try to power back up Argos to be self-sufficient, I have 2 words for you. Iron Krogan.
You're going to try and turn Argos into a hard suit.
That's what I'm proposing, yes.
I mean, I if I remember correctly, Tazik had started constructing like the exoskeleton.
Yeah.
So I feel like we could do this.
Okay.
Alternatively, you could exosuit it for the infinitely squishier Kryn.
This one agrees.
Yeah, actually, funnily enough, it would be harder to fit Kryn's physiology into a hard suit than it would be Bars,
That's
especially
fair.
since you have access. If you inform the quartermaster of some of what you're doing, not all, some.
Don't tell the quartermaster about Carl.
Let me get into the gear section. Good gods, I love you all. You drive me mad. I yes. Heavy. That's body armor. There is a generously 60% intact set of warlord armor she is willing to give you for this task.
Tazik says
I
yes.
leave the decision up to Tazik, whichever way you want to go with this.
Yeah, because I mean we're already gonna Ultron this together to an extent.
Okay. So first, Tazik, I need you to give me an engineering test.
Before you roll this, go build it in a cave, find a box of scraps. We gotta fully lean into this.
We're already in a desert.
Fate the universe.
It's gonna
Fate the
work.
universe to
It's
make this
gonna
work.
work.
I feel like this role fits exactly within that description.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This is very piecemeal. I now need an electronics test from you, Tazik.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a 10.
I'm +6 on both of them.
Given that this is going on to me, would I be allowed to assist for the advantage?
Yo, you get to have a reroll of the happy sad die for your meddling.
I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want the most medium of faces? Or do you want a reroll?
Oh boy.
Oh no, that's boring. We're gonna re-roll that.
Oh no.
It is the I was having a bad day, then I went to McDonald's level of smile. The slightest of happies.
Mhm.
Okay. So I have news. You did successfully build a Argos hard shell that bars can fit into. Bars. You have an armor upgrade. Or in this case, it might be a downgrade. However, here is your new armored stats. you just have a flat AC of 20. Just flat.
That's an upgrade. I was at 19. That is an upgrade.
And you have full resistance to bludgeoning damage.
Oh, hell yes.
Mhm.
That's going to be super helpful when I inevitably flip the quad.
You don't get the resistance to slashing that the Warlord armor normally gives because there's not enough padding. This thing
fine.
for extended usage on anyone that wasn't a Krogan, it would chafe.
It's like it's not my best work because we don't have a lot of time, but it might save you from a hit or two.
Mhm.
And you can integrate the stuff that's already on your character sheet. And if you want to, this is the you could mount one of the lighter heavy weapons to the frame.
Iris, do you want the grenade launcher now?
Oh, yeah.
You can fire the grenade launcher as a bonus action, but you must succeed a DC 12 electronics test.
Oh.
That's fine. I've got a +1 in electronics. I'm sure that'll be fine.
Okay. We're going to die.
Yes. I mean, that was a
I-
given. We may as well at least make
Bars-
it fun.
Bars is the bait. So you said this was the distracting gun. All right. So Etzli got the cane.
Yes.
Bars is taking the grenade launcher, the M100.
Yes.
Kryn
Kryn has the
Landry.
landed.
Okay.
Mhm.
Landed, that's what it is. And Carl gets. How did Tazik not end up with anything here?
I feel that you should take the sync laser. I don't think Carl should have the sync laser.
Okay, cool.
You should take
Tazik
that.
will take the sync laser.
Okay.
And,
And then-
Carl
Carl
is on
will get to work
stealth
on the
duty.
tank.
Yeah. Carl's on tank /stealth duty.
All
Oh,
I
right.
feel like we got a plan.
One other thing to note, Bars, whilst you're in the armor, you do get a inherent +2 to your strength because you do have servo assists.
Nice.
I would like to point out my base strength score is 17 already, so this is
Nice.
fantastic. I like this. I like this a lot.
So, unless you guys have anything else you want to do or the other harebrained schemes, let's cut to the battlefield.
All right.
It is a maze of ruins that you are all driving to get to this battlefield. And a field it is, as you part, like, it's almost like going from the lowlands to the highlands of Scotland. There is just a wall that is mountain, but that wall of mountain is buildings. That's where you're coming from. And then you get to this rolling, pockmarked, pitted plain. The wind is blowing heavy, the sand kicked up. You can tell already by just the sounds of everything, even through your armor, that the wind is at such a high rate that it is essentially sandblasting you and your vehicles. Tuchanka is a rough place at the best times. Those of you who have Geiger counters in your suits. The clicking is going up. As you head further and further. Because that little waypoint dot is still 200 meters out. As you quickly pull in, you see the two tanks. One looks like a burned out Hulk that is perfectly upright, and aside from the sandblasting, the only thing wrong with it is a hole about the size of bars blown into its side. And then another of these tanks has been like a child discarding their Tonka truck. It looks like it has been tossed and has rolled multiple times and is on its side. And there are bits of rubble, rock, scrap metal from who knows what vehicles, devices, or maybe even like buildings here. You even see like old bits of cement and rebar jutting out of the dirt. This place is horrifically inhospitable. But as you come to this point, Bars, you will know it first because of the sensors suite on the quad. There is something moving at incredible speeds. This is something that you would see in this is almost like a cruising submarine, but you're on Earth, you're on sand. As you just see this giant sensor board. It's getting closer, closer. You can all feel the Earth rumbling. And then you see just a little bit of this reddish brown, almost like a fire ant's carapace, start pressing and cutting out the Earth. And then as it comes to Bars, I'm assuming you were in the lead since you wanted to be the bait.
Oh, yeah.
You would think it would have been the head, but no. A tail whips towards you, Quad, and Fred. Now I get to bring up Sheet and make an initial attack. It's going to use its legendary action before even initiative is rolled.
Well, that's just rude.
That seems unfair.
16. Does that hit either? I know it does not hit Bars. Kryn, does that hit you?
1 second. My AC is 15.
So
shit.
it does hit you.
Bend luck. Roll a d4 minus it.
Still hits.
Damn it.
Still somehow managed to hit. That is the nature of Roll20.
That's right. That's about right. That's what I deserve.
So you take 25 bludgeoning damage. They'll
Okay.
first get
Well, that-
hit by the shield, and then I
Mhm.
need you to make me a DC 15 strength saving throw. Otherwise, you fall off the quad.
Well, with my -1 strength, I'm definitely gonna make it. Oh, that's an 8. I don't make it.
Can I feel like we definitely would have strapped Kryn to the quad.
I don't care what straps you've got on him.
Yeah,
Either
that's
he
fair.
goes
That's
or the
fair.
quad goes.
Okay, if I
That's
fall
fair.
off, I am casting further. I'm slow falling myself as I get hit and fall off.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. So it'll just be the 25 for now.
Yes,
Now I would like you all to roll.
this
Oh,
seems
off to a great
unfair.
I mean, to be fair, getting removed from the quad is probably the best possible way this could go for you.
I mean, fair. Let's see here. Ooh. 5. Whole initiative. 5.
Oh, I love y'all.
I mean, that tail swipe, I guess, really knocked me
Oh, it
to the
knocks
side.
it
Knock the wind out of you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
more than wins. I think it also knocked whatever you had in you out of you.
Well, there goes that salmon I had.
Yeah, but the salmon is gone.
Mm-hmm.
The salmon moose is gone. But almost like Roll20 knew who needed to go next. Tazik, you're up.
Yes. Tazik, would question, are we still on our motorcycles or would we have gotten
Yes.
off? Okay.
You're still, for this moment, you would be on your motorcycles.
Okay. Well, I think that Tazik would have probably tried to split off from Bars and Kryn on the quad and get closer to the more functional looking or the upright looking tank
Yeah.
and cannon to drop Carl off at.
Sounds like a plan.
And just be like, Carl, we talked about this before. Do not try to make friends with the Thresher Maw. Just say no to strangers. And lets him like unstraps Carl and lets him float off as we're passing that first.
Okay. That sounds very much like a move in action. Do you have anything with a bonus or reaction you'd like to do?
Let me take a quick look. I'm pretty sure I have the bonus. Actually, I lied. I don't believe I have a bonus. Hold on. Let me disregard that. I was just looking. I was like, what does this do? I don't remember. I actually do not believe I have a bonus that would make sense to use here. So I guess I'm gonna drop off Carl and keep moving. Or keep moving and then I stay on the motorcycle, but
Okay. Sounds excellent. Etzli, your go.
Carl!
We have only seen the tail of this maw so far, right?
Yeah,
And
you've seen the
barely.
tail and part of its midsection is probably crested further down the line, but the head has yet to rear itself.
Okay. I'm going to scan the field for the most optimal location, like taking out the sniper rifle, scoping it to 120, and looking for the spot that is the most ideal for the Thresher Maw to be able to come out. I mean, I'm assuming this is all like a flat-ish area with debris
Yes, but
here and there.
there's definitely things jutting out, and as we did in testing, we totally used 40k terrain for this. So
So I'm looking for like the ideal place for Bars to like be able to move around and drag the Thresher Maw back in, and the Thresher Maw to actually be able to come out. The ideal place to target, essentially.
there looks to be a old comm station that you can probably drive off to. You won't get there this round, but you'll be able to get there and dismount. If the ladder is intact, you can probably get up on the dish itself and use that as a sniper spot.
All right. Then I'll get on comms and say, I see a vantage point 100 meters out. I'm gonna go try and get a vantage there and set up for the cane. And I drive off in that direction.
Awesome.
Full speed ahead.
Doc, what you doing? Can't hear you.
Sorry about that. So the doctor sees Kryn fall off, sighs, and just throws a gesture, and the nanites fall off of her arm and hit Kryn. So Kryn is currently the focus of the tech armor.
Ah.
You're not being healed, you're just getting tech armor, which is going to be good because now I have 2 points of healing zones. Stay close to other people.
Retracting.
It's okay. I will also give you we're putting the tech armor on you for this round. I have to wait to do the healing on it for you for right now. And then she's going to take a lateral position, like Tazik's going towards one of the tanks. She's going to go around to the other side around the open space. So there's kind of crossfire.
If you're doing that, you can find what looks to be a husk of what was once a pillbox.
Mm-hmm.
That the tank that's on its side may have been thrown through.
Okay, that's fine.
So it's a pillbox that's missing its head. So yeah, you can probably find a place to park it and then hunker down there if you wish.
She's just gonna use that as positioning for the moment. She's not getting off the bike yet.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. That's what she's gonna do.
Sounds like a plan. And now it goes. We're still in the early rounds, so don't have too many options. But we'll go with this. Now the head emerges. Bars, I need you to give me either a vehicle handling check or a dexterity saving throw. You're muted.
That's going to be vehicle handling. That's easy.
Okay.
That's easy. Boom, 19.
Okay. So this will be at half damage. So 20 acid damage.
That's my shield's gone. Crap. All right. That's fine.
As the head just, like, as the quad's going and the tail just recedes into the sand, you just see the head emerge slightly and full on broadside. It is only because you gun it in that split second that you are not absolutely just coated in this acid. Even through your armor in the high winds, you can hear the sizzling of the quad underneath you. And now it's your turn.
Right. wrenches the quad's handbrake. We're going fast and the furious to chunk adrift. Skids into a power slide and then guns it off towards Kryn, knowing that he's got the featherfall on. I'm trying to get into position so that Kryn can angle the featherfall and land back on the quad.
Give me another vehicle handling check, please.
Nice.
This will help me set the DC. Okay.
Yeah, that's not great.
That tells me the DC that Kryn's going to have to make if he wants to get back on the quad. All right.
And that's just move. So
Yeah, that's just your move. So you still have an action, bonus action, reaction.
Yep. Then just for the hell of it. Okay, yeah, this thing has 12 charges. So the shoulder mount on the Argos armor pivots grenade launcher. We're gonna chuck a grenade
Alright.
straight down this thing's gaping gob.
Roll a electronics test. See if this thing can even fire.
Nope, that's an 8.
Mm-hmm.
I've got
Bend luck. Add a D4 to that.
okay. So roll d4.
Okay, 10.
I was hoping. Okay.
10. It was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot.
So, good news is you don't use the charge. Bad news is it doesn't fire. It is
Sounds like-
just
Your shitty armor doesn't work.
Basically, it's the grenade launcher's fault, not the armor's.
I mean, can we focus on the giant head spitting acid at us, please? And thank you.
all right. So, Fryn, would you like to get back on the quad?
What would be the difficulty if I tried to do that?
That would be a DC 14 acrobatics test.
I have another idea. Bonus action cast fly myself. Move up 36 meters. I am
Okay.
going to ready in action
All right, what are you
with
ready?
the landing.
Okay.
As soon as this beast goes to where most of its body's out of the body, I'm gonna fire.
Okay, you can try and line up a shot on its most likely location.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll me a D100.
A D100.
Yes.
Could I not? Maybe that'd be nice. No. Okay, fine.
You want to roll low for using Call of Cthulhu here. As I say that, you roll a 100.
Hold on. No. You rolled 100. You didn't roll a D100.
Yeah, you didn't roll the
You
dice.
you just told it to output 100.
Oh, wait, what?
You didn't roll
You
one
have to
Yeah.
slash roll
D100.
D100.
Oh, thank God. Okay, whoops. I was like, what? All right. 16. Oh, thank God.
Much better.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Say, this is already going in
Yeah.
some direction for us.
Okay. Jesus Christ. I was like, well, that happened. But okay, 16 is good. 16 is great.
Okay. You can do this.
Okay.
Alrighty, back to the top. That'll be Tazik.
First off, how are we checking in on Carl?
Carl has been dropped off. At the end of your turn, you can either choose to let me roll the happy sad die, or you can roll a D100 to see how effective Carl is.
Okay, got it. All right. And so I continued moving the Thresher Maul is still focused on bars
For now.
for now. Okay. I think I'm like weighing the pros cons of for the no, that feels risky. We'll save that for later. Okay. I'm gonna be real boring and stay on my bike, but just fire my M4 Shuriken at it and see what happens.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and make me an attack roll. Somehow, some way, you managed to hit the thing. So go ahead and roll damage.
11 piercing.
All right. So you kind of hurt it. you have put a few new dents in one of its like bits of carapace.
Still moving, but it's fine. I did something. I did something helpful,
You
Bars.
did do something. Now, would you like me to roll the happy sad die, or would you like to roll a D100?
I feel like both of these would be funny. Would the D100 rules apply similar to Krins?
Yes, you want to roll low.
Do the 100. Take control of your fate.
I'll be able
Remember,
to
put a
choose
D in front of the
differently.
100. I made that mistake and I nearly had a heart attack.
Yeah, we'll roll the D100 this time.
Okay.
Ooh.
59.
Okay.
You're not familiar with whatever human vernacular has come out of Carl, but you're fairly certain by the tonality of it, it is definitely some form of long stringing curse. As he is trying to interface with this long dead Krogan tank.
It is George Carlin's list of words you can't say on television. Just stringing it over and over again.
It's gonna be like, Carl, you've got this. Don't panic. Take a deep breath, or whatever the mechanical equivalent of that is, and work your magic. You've talked to a lot of different things now. I have faith in you. You've spoken with Bars, and that will be my encouragement.
On that encouraging note, we now head over to Etzli.
I am continuing to head to that building. Do I make it on this turn?
You make it on this turn. You're there. The ladder is intact, so
Let's go.
it will take you, if you full out, you should be able to be in position next turn.
All right. I go onto comms and I'm like, all right, ladder's intact. It'll take me another few seconds to get up there, and then I will start targeting at the open area to your right. Bars.
South.
South.
Most likely south.
To your south. And I'll just full on as fast as I can start going up.
All right. Doc, what you doing?
So what I'm going to do is shift so that I'm staying mirrored to the way Bars is moving. Just kind of like staying on the bike, but every time Bars moves, I'm staying like within a 30 meters of his location in kind of like a circling location. Is it still visible at this moment?
Parts of it are, yes.
Cool. In the continuing use of let's just annoy this thing, I have an M22 Eviscerator. It's
Okay,
fun.
you will have disadvantage just because of range.
Oh, I have extended barrel on it. I put a bunch
Yeah,
of
but-
mods on this one.
That would still require you to be really damn close.
Yeah, I have 20, it gets at 24, I moved it to 24 meters. It's light, and it also has, using as the bonus action to activate to toggle on the cold damage.
Okay.
Cold ammo. So let's see what happens with this. It's a 21.
16.
Or 16, sorry. 16. I
It'll be a
misread
16. You will miss.
That's fair.
It is more that the wind takes the shot.
that. It's fine. She's going to fire. It's the sliding fire and keep moving to keep pace with bars and the quad bike.
Wait.
Don't
Ben, no?
No.
Okay, okay, never mind.
I have plenty of ammo. Don't worry about
Okay,
it.
all right, cool.
I have 130 thermal clips, and 40 of them are cold.
Okay. There's a moment where Kim's about to do something. He's like, "You're good. Never mind."
Don't worry about it. It just keeps moving around.
Okay. And now the magic player in me happens as it's going to use one of its level 2 of its legendary actions at the end of your turn. As it did not like what Tazik just did, because it actually felt that. And it is going to the head emerges and is going to try and grasp Tazik between the pincers of its mouth.
Oh
I'm still in motion though. I'm still on my motorcycle.
This thing doesn't care about how small, fast, or big you are. It hates you. And
How did we
I
get a-
think a 29 hits.
Yeah,
oh
that does hit it.
no.
All right. That is 23 piercing damage, 9 acid, and I need a DC 15 strength save.
Okay. What strength? That is not strength. Guess what? I'm also like Kryn.
Oh
With a
no.
-1 to
oh
strength.
no. Oh, Ben Luck wouldn't help you in this at all. Oh god.
No.
No.
The bad news is you are now grappled.
Oh man, and the stuff I have that helps me does not help with grappling.
The good news is you haven't been swallowed yet.
Question.
Ooh.
Can I start using the sync laser because I know where it is?
On your turn, sure.
How much damage am I taking? I'm sorry, I got distracted.
23 piercing and 9 acid.
Okay.
How is Tazik looking?
Not too bad because my shields were pretty solid. Do I know how to count, y'all? Okay, yes.
And Doc, since you fired at the other end of the beast is lashing out at you.
Okay.
Does 19 hit you?
A 19 will hit.
Deals 21 bludgeoning damage, and I need a DC 15 strength saving throw, otherwise you fall off the bike.
Well, we're gonna find out how this goes. I do not have a negative to strength saving throws. I also don't have a
Nice.
positive, but I don't have a negative.
I mean, fair.
So we'll see how this goes. It's an
Jesus
8.
Christ.
So the answer is I'm going to fall off the bike. That's okay. I'm fine. I'm doing.
But
math.
she wasn't fine.
No. I'm really fine actually.
Okay. And now it's actual turn happens.
Oh great! Yay!
Mm-hmm.
So it is going to use its action. Tazik, you can give me an acrobatics test or a strength saving throw to try and prevent what is about to happen.
All right. You said acrobatics or strength saving throw.
Or athletics if you're feeling froggy.
Acrobatics seems like my best chance, so I'm gonna
Mhm.
go with that one.
16. You just wriggle free
Oof. Oof.
before it swallows you whole.
Am I able to use any type of reaction or action in this moment?
We'll get to that, but next I need you, as you almost went into this thing, to make me a DC 15 Wisdom save, please.
Wisdom. Oh, rolled a 14.
Bend luck.
All right, that's a D4, right?
D4.
That is
15?
not with bend luck. That is an automatic pass, even though you did just roll a luck.
Yeah.
So that becomes a 15.
Mhm.
So, because of Prince's intervention, you do not fail the frightening presence test.
Ah,
There's a brief image. I use I use my biotics to make it the shape of like a circuitry or something. I don't know what you have.
actually, I will say too, I have a ability that means I get advantage on saving throws made to resist being frightened. I didn't realize that's
Oh.
what we were doing here. So, Prince still saved me.
Okay.
Fair.
Okay.
You dodged 2 bullets just now. So now you can go ahead if you'd like to make a reaction or bonus action. Well,
Can
more
I
reaction.
throw a grenade in its mouth as I'm like
That is
wiggling
not
out?
a reaction. That is an actual act because you have to prime the grenade.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is I should just always keep a grenade primed on me.
No,
No.
Just states.
It would be a choice. Let's put it that way.
a poor choice.
I feel like Tazik just lives by poor choices, so
Yeah, but you can also die by them too. So
It's a fun story, at least.
Oh, yeah, true.
there's that.
You're not the one
Oh.
telling it, but it's a fun story for somebody.
So it did that. It attempted to swallow. It is okay. Roll this die. Okay, it actually stays up. When it fails, it might go to ground. But it is staying somewhat visible. All right, we now move on to bars.
This is why I hate working with groups.
He is going to gun the quad directly towards the Threshermore, and we are going to go fishing. He raises the left arm with the grappling hook on it up towards the Threshermore's mouth and shoots it at Tazik. That is
I'll
gonna
allow
be
I'm just here
a-
for this.
I mean, there's nothing. Tazik is a medium-sized creature.
Most certainly.
This works. Yep. It's going to be a ranged attack.
I was not expecting so much Mad Max in my Mass Effect.
So does a 20 hit you, Tazik?
Yeah, so 20 hits me.
Then I use justice to pull Tazik within 2 meters of me.
You pull Tazik successfully onto the quad.
Nice.
Holy hell.
Tazik would absolutely be like, how often do you go fishing? Specifically, you eat bars.
Okay, so that was your action. You still have, and you moved up to do it, so you still have a bonus
Yeah.
action.
Yeah, I don't have bonus actions really are not my thing. I don't think I've really got anything that I can do with the
You
bonus
can
action.
try
that's
the
gonna be
grenade launcher
helpful, so-
again.
That's right, because I can do that as a bonus action with it. Yeah, I forgot we did that. Yeah, absolutely. We are gonna grenade launcher the fuck out of this thing. I'm right here. Why not? So this is another electronics check, right?
Yep.
11.
One shot. So
It's okay. Now
Tazik's
Tazik's
on
on
the
the quad.
quad.
Maybe she can
Can I just
fix
like
the friggin'
whack
armor.
it?
Funds the
you're
grenade
up.
launcher.
you're on. Okay, what I will allow. You give me an electronics test, but this is an all or nothing.
Wait, question,
Yeah.
question. Before we continue, what did he need to succeed again?
12.
My final bend luck. It's yours.
Okay, that automatically succeeds.
Okay, yep.
The feeding mechanism is now online, and the first shot has hit. So go ahead and roll me damage.
Yeah, it's gonna be it gets to make a dex saving throw, I guess. Feels
No,
weird
it's
for a
too
fresh
damn
one.
big.
I was gonna say that feels weird. Right, so that is gonna be 12 points of thunder damage.
You, like Tazik, have tickled it.
Now we're double bait.
Yay!
Switched out who my rider on the back is, but that's fine. The plan is still in effect.
All right.
I feel like Tazo could be like, yes, success buddies, and like try to give a fist bump as we're on the quad.
Oh no, Bars absolutely reaches back and fist bumps. Like,
Yeah!
this is fantastic. Like this
Okay.
is his shit. He's grumbling, but he is having the time of his life right now.
So Kryn, it's your go.
How much of this creature is exposed?
Not a lot, but it seems to be. Go ahead and actually give me a survival test.
A survival test. All right. One moment.
Yes.
And why not? Give it a go. 18.
You have, because you have an above ground view of it, and you're seeing the field. Yes, it preys on everything in this battlefield. You can see signs of its previous passing. And so you have a good idea of where it will emerge should it. Because you made this DC, you will have the reaction to fire. However, in order to use it to automatically fire, you have to sacrifice either a move or an action each round until it happens.
Well, I'm already up in the air waiting for that shot, so I'm going to sacrifice a move and getting ready for that action to shoot that
Okay.
thing.
Okay, well, you don't have to ready any action anymore. You sacrifice the move, so you still have your action.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I have the action, and I can't do much at this range. So I guess I send a message of support, it's like, team, this one thinks we can do it, and that's about my action because I can't do much else.
Hey, if you want to try and do a persuasion test to grant somebody a D3 to their next check, go for it.
You know what? Let's do it. 1 second. Up.
That's
19.
Who do you want to give a D3 to?
Who's next?
Next would be we're back to the top. Next would be Tazga.
Tazik, this one wants you to know. This one sees a destiny before you. This one knows that you've caused much chaos, much change in this world. But change in this universe is necessary. Change in this universe is what makes things happen. Tazik, you are an agent of change. You and your future children with your future husband. Know that I believe that you not only will take down this Thresher Maw, but you shall take down the evils of this galaxy with your inventions. And your children with your future husband. I want to be your best Hanar, by the way, whenever it comes up. I'm just saying, it's fine. I'm already actually have plans. Actually, I've been talking to that gentleman we talked to before about like his extended family, and we've actually got security set up, and we got the wedding venue and all that. Sorry, I got distracted.
And somehow that equates to a D3.
Start of it was great. It was the later I was waiting for the future husband to show up, and she's like, "Sure, okay, Bars, can we take out this supposed future husband after this is all done?"
Oh, I've already been assuming that that's going to be part of the plan. I may already have a strategy.
Perfect. We're on the same, surprisingly on the same page. All right, so Tazik is on the back of the quad with Bars
Yes.
right now, and we
Yes.
are still in motion.
At speed, yes.
Okay, great. Where are we in relation to the head of the Thresher Ball right now? Is it behind us?
It's behind you.
Okay.
Not too far behind you.
Where are the others in relation to us? Like, if I was to
Green?
turn back and fire, would any of them be in?
This is a very wide arena. You would have to go out of your way to cause collateral damage.
Perfect. Follow-up question. Would targeting with the sync laser have to be an action, or can that be a bonus action?
No, that's an action.
Okay. Bars, do we... I can either attempt to do damage, or we can attempt to get the laser on this thing. How big is this, like, arena area? Like, the space?
Think Oliver Dunn.
So, like,
it's about the size of a city is your overall
Okay.
thing, but right now you're on a block.
okay. So my 12 by 24 meter rectangle would be able to take up a good amount of that.
Yep, that would definitely take up a lot of area.
Now,
Start
if you
charging
can-
the laser now while I can keep you moving.
Okay. That's what
yeah,
we'll do.
if you just want to aim things back behind you and pretty much just be barely hanging off the quad, wrapping your arm, and also the grappling hook that reeled you in, the two of those things are keeping you on this quad while you're going at speed, aiming this large laser device directly at the head of the Thresher Maw that is trying to eat you.
Yes. This is exactly what I want to do.
Okay. What would you choose the dice for card?
Oh. You know, we had a mixed happy sad die. It feels like it takes more risks than the D100. But the D100 didn't work out for me, so let's do happy sad die this time for Carl.
I have news. The good news. The tank is online. The bad news. The tank is online. Carl hasn't gotten control of the tank. He just activated the tank. Because that was the saddest of faces. So I am now going to roll a d6 and roll 20 to see what the tank is firing at. You want it to roll low. Not low enough. Okay, so that will mean the tank has decided that the doctor has upset it.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right.
So as far as we are concerned, Carl activated the tank and immediately tried to shoot the doctor.
In theory, yes, until you hear the screaming of Carl over your comms. Yes.
I feel like, how do we want to play this out? Does Tazik react first, or does everything else happen first?
Does a 15 hit you, Doc?
Just. Do I get to make a dex save on this one? Because it's a tank, right?
Yes, but how this vehicle operates, it doesn't do saving throws. It is actually targeting.
Oh, that's fair.
Because this is a precision weapon for a tank. Essentially, you're being fired upon by a mass accelerator cannon.
Thanks.
The big gun on top of the Mako.
Yeah, and that does
Automatically
actually
start firing.
that does aim.
Yep. So we roll 1d10 and multiply by 10. So you just took 30 radiant damage.
Cool. I'm going to expend 2 charges of my barrier automatically. So that's 30 minus 12 is 18.
18.
Cool. We're still okay. We're still okay. We're not liking this, but we're okay.
And after you got hit with an anti-tank round,
Yeah.
and somehow survived,
Because I moved.
Oh.
She's running at this point. It's a Drell run.
Carl will come over in like the text-to-speech voice on your communications. It's alive, but I don't have control of it. I'm so sorry.
Just imagining, like, the all caps is all that we're getting from Carl.
Yes,
Well, at least
he
Carl
takes after his mother.
Oh
I
god.
say it's alive. But I
Oh
don't have
God,
control
it
of
takes
It's
after
the
its
most
mother.
Kazakh thing. Yeah.
Carl, good job. I'm proud of you. You figured it out. Can you maybe start working on getting it to not fire at us? Or at least to fire at the Thresher Maw? No pressure. You're doing great.
there is just a string of A's in all caps.
All the pressure. Fix it.
This deserves an upgrade. Good job, Carl. Wasn't reinforcement bars. We're trying to make him feel good about this.
He shot me. Why are we feeling good about
doing
shooting
the thing
me?
we asked, doing the thing we asked, not the collateral damage part.
Exley,
Emotions
go.
after we deal with the giant death worm.
I get up to the top of the ladder, and I immediately find a spot where I can see the predetermined area, and I make sure I have a good sight line on it. And as soon as I do, is this a gun that I can prone and shoot with, or do I have to like stand up and aim it?
No, you can prone and shoot with it. It is designed like the StarCraft nuclear launch detected.
I always hated that as Zerg.
I'm gonna get into my sniper position with just slightly different angling on the handle. I zero in on where I'm supposed to on the area, and I'll get on comms and I'll say, all right, target has been acquired. It is south in that clearing right near you. It's gonna take some time, but I'm starting. I'll let you know when this thing is almost fully charged so you can get this thing on target. And I start charging.
You do indeed start charging. Now it is decided to use its legendary. Another D6 on roll 20. Yeah, that makes sense. So it's going after the quad. Give me a vehicle handling test. 11.
Yeah,
Not great. Terrible. Not great. So the two of you can give me Constitution saving throws this time. DC 15. Okay, well, that's not great. No, it rolled like crap.
That's a lot of ones. That makes me happy.
Yeah. Because not only does it have an acid spit, it has a chlorine breath.
Nice going.
Chlorine. Why chlorine?
Think of what
Is
the
swimming
Krogans use to fight
underground
each
like
other.
swimming
Fair
through
enough.
a pool?
No, think of all of the terrible bioweapons and chemical weapons the Krogan use to try and exterminate one another.
That makes sense.
It's eaten that. And evolved over hundreds of years. So yes, it has a chlorine breath. You take half rounded down, Tazik, and Bars, you take the full 29.
That's fine. That's done.
And
Right.
that cloud will persist in that area of the arena as difficult terrain. Because the entire Earth, parts of it have gotten particularly nasty. Damn. All right. So now, Doc, your go.
First is she's up and literally running. And the joy of being a Drell means I run very fast. And I can use my burst speed, so I'm double speed, 28 meters, maintaining again, that orbit around bars in the quad. And at the same time, she is going to use her own superior metagel as she's running, because I can do that as a bonus action. 27, which isn't bad.
Oh.
And it's a great number, actually. She's looking pretty much so much better. And as she's running, going to, as an action, just gesture with her offhand a throw at the back head of the Thresher Maw.
Okay.
Because even if it doesn't, because it's not a medium or large creature, so a medium or small creature, so it's not going to move, but it still will take throw damage.
Yes.
But I nat 1'd that shit. So, nope. I think it's just one of those running and not paying attention kind of offhand throws.
Yeah.
And misses the Thresher Maw entirely and probably just throws a giant boulder tumbleweed through the space.
It's a beautiful shot in my head in that, like, you're running, you do the throw, it impacts right near where the Thresher Maw is emerging from the sand, but impacts the sand, causing this massive explosion of dirt near the beast, but not anything to harm.
And then I get to do it again, because I get 2 attacks. For a 19.
19 hits.
For 15 damage. It's just kind of like running, the first one hits, burst of sand, and then just as you see this, I guess it's one of those, the burst, she's going to take that burst of sand and you technically throw that at its scaly side and keep running.
Cool, we have hit threshold 1.
Oh, we hit a threshold. I'm okay.
So
He said threshold 1. There's multiple thresholds. I don't like multiple. Could it just be the one?
I mean, how many times do you have to fight? Have you had that fight with the Thresher Maw and it's got like 4 levels of shields?
this is the good and bad option.
Okay.
So first it will make its bevy of attacks, and then Krang gets to fire. But first, it gets to make its bevy of attacks. So first, it is going to lash out with its tail at the dog. I don't think a 13 hits you. Second tail attack. 24 does hit.
Why?
For a 26 bludgeoning damage and a DC 15 strength save, otherwise you fall prone. The first tail smack misses you, but almost like a rattlesnake, tail just snaps right back as it like pass behind you raises up, closes the distance, and as you're trying to run under, it just clips you, like right the top of the head, and you fall flat to the dirt. Dizzy, but not dead. Now it's to make an mouth attack at the claw, at Isaac. Nat 20.
Oh no.
Wow. This again.
Okay,
Okay.
so that
Okay.
is 30
terrible.
piercing damage and 10 acid for 40 total.
Yeah, so about that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still standing?
No.
Cool.
Cool, cool, cool.
I'll fix that in a minute.
It gets worse.
Great.
Because that means not conscious to make the strength save. So he's automatically grabbed.
Is it trying to eat me again?
Yes.
Mhm.
Thresher maws are
I-
not known for being picky eaters.
Note to self: find ways to add, like, I don't know, something that makes me taste bad to large creatures into my armor. Chili pepper.
Considering the depleted uranium rounds litter round in Tuchanka, I don't think that's spicy enough.
Question:
It has to
How?
be, like, something.
Question: How
Ah.
far away is the thresher maw from me, or am I still floating pretty far away from it?
You're actually, it is just time that it is reared to eat most of its body, and you get to fire.
Okay, so would I say be perhaps 16 meters away from it at this point because it burst out?
I wouldn't say 16. I would
Oh.
say you're about 20 meters away.
Okay, never mind then. But when I can, I'm going to shoot it with all the things.
You get to shoot it with all the things. So
Okay.
you said 40, like 40 D10s for
Yes.
the Landon?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll
to-
the 40 D10 because
40
Yeah,
D10s, right? You
make the
said?
checks.
No,
How
no,
did
D8.
this happen?
40
Yes.
feet.
40 D8.
Well, you know what? That's going to happen. $192.
Threshold 3 has been met.
There's a reason I've been sitting on this weapon.
Yep, yep.
Because that's it. That's all its charge has gone. It's real difficult to find ammo for.
And as soon as I do that, is it my turn or just my reaction because it?
That
went
was
on
your
the-
reaction.
Okay, never mind.
Wait, did we skip threshold 2 and go
Yes.
straight to 3? Okay.
That was that was one of our ultimates that just went off.
Yep. Wait, no, not yet.
It's-
Fuck.
Since the more just ate one of the other ones.
Yep.
that's-
It's still above half.
Why would it be? Why would you do? Why would you say that? Why?
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not eating yet. It just grasped me, so I'm like in
Mhm.
its mouth, right?
But I hit it
Yes,
so
but
hard
that
it let
is
you
enough
go,
damage
right?
to distract it. So I like players having agency, and I also like seeing other people suffer the way I suffer with Roll20. So- Mandy, would you roll me a D100, please?
Oh no.
Okay.
$87.
Oh no.
It is hungrier than it is panicked. Good to know.
Taking almost 200 points of damage. It's more concerned about eating me than it being attacked.
In this moment, it wants to finish the snacky and then run.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
It's
He is
hungry.
operating on pug logic.
I mean, fair. Okay. I did choose to tickle the Thresher Maw, so
It has
Fine.
been tickled.
Mhm.
Nobody tell Carl though.
So now it's Bars's turn.
Yeah. All right. I said I have a plan. It's not a good plan, but it's a plan. I have 2 more shots left on Justice. This time we're not shooting at Tazek. I'm shooting at the Threshing Maw.
There.
Flexing the thighs around the quad, fires off a shot at the Threshing Maw, up right in this thing's ugly fucking face. 22.
Okay.
Hits.
Okay, this time I pulled myself, taking the quad with me, up to the thing's mouth.
If you didn't have the power armor, I would say no way in hell. But because you have the power armor, this works.
I got the powerful build thing too. I count as a larger size for my carrying capacity, so
Yeah.
double it all together. Yep. Oh, I know the power armor is what's letting this work. I'm leaning into it. So I want to get up there. Can I grab Tazik's body?
Yes, but I need an athletics test to do so.
Okay. $16.
You just made it.
Okay. Then, so grab Tazik. Tazik's over the shoulder. Bonus action. Adrenaline shot. So I get another action this turn, which is going to be to gun the quad and drive over the Thresher Maw's head and down the back.
I desperately need a vehicle handling test in this instance.
23.
Either way you slice it, advantage, disadvantage, it's 23. This has to be a cinematic for the next Mass Effect, as like you just see like an unconscious Solarian over one shoulder. This Krogan in full power armor on a quad riding down the back of a Thresher Maw.
We got Immigrant Song playing. This whole thing is going like, yeah.
I see it. I see it.
So, yeah, that happened. Kryn, it's your turn.
Well, that's a lot. Okay. So I'm about 20 meters away. You know what? Fuck it. I am going. I need 36 for this. I'm going to use my action. I already used my shot to shoot all the things. The Thresher Maw needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Because I am going to cast. I am going to cast Ultra Center Mass. Well, fuck.
It got a 25.
Well, fuck. Okay, well, that did nothing. So, that was my action. My bonus action is to float. I got nothing. Oh, shit. So I'm going to float there. And, actually, how many shots do I have on my massive gun? Or is that the only shot I could waste?
You wasted all charges at once to do all that damage.
Then I'm going to start flying in the direction of my favorite Krogan bars. Because I am out of shots. I have a movement speed of 36 with my fly form.
One of you is going to meet with the other very soon. As we go to the top to an unconscious Tazik. Tazik, I need you to make me a death save.
Oh boy.
This is a Constitution save.
Okay, I was like, is there one marked death?
There is a death save button on your character sheet. If just at the next to your hit dice.
Yeah, under the successes and failures, it just says death saves. You can just click that if you want to.
The word death saves.
Ah, I see.
That's bad. That's one failed.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I mean-
Well, nobody let Carl know that this happened
Mhm.
unless I really actually die.
Yeah, like I said, don't worry about it.
Now, speaking of Carl, do you want percentile or the happy sad die?
Okay, team. I feel like both of these have not done great for us. Do we have
No,
a
I was going to say,
preference?
go D100, own your fate.
Go D100. That's what he says. Let's do it.
I mean, I'm here for it.
82.
Jesus Christ.
Well, you're owning the fate.
And fate is unkind.
Insulting the chart.
I mean, I
Okay.
feel like this tracks.
That is not the worst thing that could happen, but it was close. It is going to fire off another random shot. Okay, this is very bad.
Oh.
This is very bad.
IG, the dice hate us tonight.
Etsley, I think a 24 hits you.
Oh, no.
With no disadvantage from that far away from me? Prone? On top of a building?
But the being prone means I will reroll. I will reroll,
Okay.
but it's still
I mean, I'm okay.
an
I'm okay with it
automated
hitting me.
system.
Oh, wow.
I'm just
11, I don't think hits.
Oh, thank God.
no. I'm just
However,
like, I don't know how far
considering
away
that-
it is from me.
This is an anti-tank weapon, and it is hit something that is not a tank
Mhm.
that you are currently laying on. I would like you to give me an acrobatics test or an athletics test.
Okay.
Nat 20 doesn't. You do not slide off of your perch and fall to a doom as the satellite, well, the satellite dish that you are currently laying on has been hit by a tank. With something that, kills other tanks. And you still have your
Oh.
shot.
Oh God, I'm gonna on the comms. I'm gonna be like, can someone get this damn tank under control? It just hit me.
Working on it.
The one person who can control Carl just got eaten. Again.
I can fix that.
Did you say that on the open comms bar?
Yes!
Okay.
Carl's having a moment.
Aren't we all Carl?
Mhm. We're all Carl, really,
saving
right
you
now.
might be saving you might be the motivation Carl needs to get his shit together.
Hmm.
uh,
Because his
So-
mob's not going to do it.
Fair. Etsley, it's now your turn. Now that you have survived a tank shot.
Surprisingly not the first time. I am going to, after hearing that Tazik's down, I have to fight like everything in my being to just not look, and keep my eye on the prize, targeting in the open area. And I'm gonna tell the crew, it's like, I'm still charging here. I got Another couple of seconds, maybe like another, I don't know what rounds are in this game, 7, 10 seconds long?
6.
6 seconds? It's gonna take another, I don't know, man, 20 seconds to get this thing charged? Do what you can. I can hit it early, but I need the thing in the area.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Doc, it's your go.
Cool. So, because I've been maintaining this run, she's gonna run, keeping the orbit to run to the 30 meters towards Tazik. And you see this just reach out and shove in 2 directions simultaneously. Because I'm going to use Unity.
Okay.
And the advantage that gives is everybody, and because Kryn is still wearing the tech armor, it
Yes.
doesn't matter how far away he is. So, plus, hold on, it didn't roll the right number of dice, right? Did it? Because it's supposed to roll... Okay, plus, no, it does, and then an additional 3, plus an additional 3, so 12 healing to everybody, and then, everybody gets 2 points of shields restored.
Ooh.
Very nice.
And if, believe... Yeah. So, there you go. Joy of joys, Unity wins. So, that is my action, and as a bonus action, I reactivate my barrier and put that back up,
Good call.
and just run.
And on the end of your turn,
Mhm.
is going to use another legendary action.
Cool.
That's about right.
Tazik, you're not dying anymore.
I was gonna say, Kazik just like wakes up and is like, did I need it again?
And you're
Bars, are you
being
carrying
you're being fireman carried by a Krogan.
Yep.
And you hear Kryn coming. It was like, yes, you nearly died. Stop doing that.
I have news.
Mm-hmm.
The emerged Thresher Maw
Yep.
did not like that tank firing twice.
Oh.
So he is attacking the tank.
Oh no, Carl's in the tank, isn't he? He, whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
They are in the
Given what
tank.
Carl's been doing thus far, that's fine. This is our best outcome.
Trying his best, y'all.
His best is shit.
It somehow can't hit the damn tank.
Yeah.
I think it's because the tank
It
keeps
missed the tank.
Stationary tank.
Well,
Mhm.
it's one of those, because the tank can't counterbalance because it's not active, it only has the gun firing, it's being pushed backwards by the firing. That's what happens.
Yep.
So the mouth snaps at this functioning kind of tank, and Carl is completely oblivious to how close it is. And now
I feel
it's
like
actual turn.
I feel like Tazik would be assumingly like still over Fire's shoulders, being like, "What's happening? I can't see."
Like at this point, like driving down, you've been like shifted. You're now like being princess carried whilst he's driving the the quad.
I want art of this, because you know this is going to be the because you know Kryn is looking at this and his go turns to like I have this in my head.
Yeah.
Later we'll go to the doctor and be like, "Hey, can you draw that scene because you have perfect eidetic memory? We need to make that the cover of a romance novel." The ultimate enemies to lovers romance novel.
Dude, this is the ultimate enemies to lovers trope.
And because this is bad. The tail gets 2 swipes at the dog.
Oh no.
You
Good
know,
thing you got your barrier up.
Yep.
Yep.
I also have my shields back up, so there's that. Well,
I think
yes.
a 29 hits
Yes.
Mhm.
for surprisingly only 22 bludgeoning.
Okay, using first 2 ticks of the... And then... Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, make me that DC 15 strength save.
Nope. It's just the dock is popping up like daisies and running. That's all this
But-
is.
Now you're already prone, so it has advantage on this attack.
Oh no.
Oh, great.
I think a 30 will hit you.
Yeah,
You see
probably.
this. Yeah, that happens.
So that's an additional 26 bludgeoning.
Cool. So the
You don't have to
barrier,
make the save. You're already prone.
so the barrier is gonna absorb only 9 of that. Well, that sucks. But
Mm-hmm.
I can do math. Oh, that's 17. Cool. I don't like this. I don't like this at all, but I'm still okay.
Just say how you looking there, dog.
I mean, I'm really glad I healed myself, and I'm really glad I have barrier. So yeah, that's a thing that exists.
And is going to try and bite the tank again. It bites the tank now.
It's the chew toy. It's fine.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. That is 32 points to an already not great tank. And the tank is automatically grappled
Maybe we should send Carl to the other tank.
because it can't make sense.
Carl, get out of the tank.
Carlo's
Sure.
having a little bit of a panic attack.
Mhm.
If an AI can have panic attack, that's what is going on.
Okay, I just need to read this out for the people who will watch this on YouTube because Hawkeye admittedly wins. The title of this romance novel, The Ultimate Enemies to Lovers, is Love in the Maw.
Ah. Love it.
Nice.
Corinne is already writing it in his head, and it is fantastic. If this one survives, this one is going to be a celebrated author.
Bars, it's your go, buddy.
All right. Okay, Tazik is now back up. You still have the sync laser. So I am gonna just we're gonna keep again to Chunka Drift. We're spinning around, trying to keep to where, and at this point is keeping like one hand is on the wheel, the other hand is keeping like a grip on Tazik. He is not trusting her to get back on the back of this quad. No, she can aim from where she is. So the move, and then for my action, I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Good call.
Yep.
Uh,
And then bonus action, we'll still chunk a grenade from the grenade launcher.
you passed the initial check, and because it does so little damage, it just automatically fires now. So
Okay, cool.
go ahead and roll that
That's,
3d6 because it can't miss. It's so big.
12 thunder damage.
All right. Right. And now, Bryn, your girlfriend.
Okay, so question. No question. Action. I am fairly close to the creature. I'm fairly close to the car because I think I established I was heading in their direction.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're being chased by the massive Thresher Maw.
They're more less chased, more on top of.
That
Are we
can't
still
happen.
driving down the back?
This
and
thing
thus-
is very long.
And this
Yeah,
one,
I've been trying to get off of this as quickly as possible. Knowing what Edsley is charging, I've been driving off of the Thresher Maw.
Okay.
Like you're in the full on like Halo end of Halo 1 run
Mhm.
down this
Yeah.
this thing.
All right, then I'm gonna keep it simple. Cause some damage. I'm gonna fling a giant rock at it. I need it to make a dexterity throw, saving throw for me.
Dex save.
Dex save.
The tech
please.
solutions haven't been working. Why not? Why
11.
not get medieval on it?
All right, then it takes the damage from my catapult at second level, which is this one over here. 27 damage right to its maw.
Well, more to its pseudo spine.
There we go.
We have hit the 4th threshold.
Oh no.
Have we finally broken its shields?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now the panicked wrath activates.
Could it not? That'd be nice if it didn't.
Mandy, would you like to roll a D100 or a happy sad die?
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
This has gone terribly for us this time. But we're doing the D100 because I think it'll be funny.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, a lower number.
An 18.
This is what you needed.
God.
Because otherwise, Carl would have had a trash compactor. Instead, Carl gets to experience what the other tank has experienced and is tossed with gusto and verve off to the side, off towards that same pillbox of all things, and collides and ends there.
Question. What the Thresher Maw did, would that be considered an attack on that tank in that legendary action?
It's less of an attack since it's already had it grappled. It's more of releasing the grapple, but
Okay.
with violence.
Okay, fair enough.
With gusto.
Carl only suffers superficial damage. However, that tank is now out of commission.
Did it at least like any shots in at the Thresher Maw that was chomping on it while this was all happening? Of course not. Of course not.
Mm-mm.
No, he fired at other people. Twice.
Mm-hmm.
And hit once.
Okay.
So
Carl, are you still alive? I'm assuming we're just getting noise from Carl.
No,
over
no, no, no,
comms.
no.
Carl just sounds like a
No, no,
dial-up modem right now.
there's ... I live. I think this is what organics refer to as bruising.
Doing great, buddy. Better than some of the rest of us.
Okay, so that was the first of the temper tantrum. Now let's go to phase 2. You guys are still on top of it. I need Bars, I need you to give me a vehicle handling test.
There we go. That's the
That was bad.
Yeah.
So a quad is good at a number of things. Riding a bucking bronco is not one. So
If he falls off, I cast slow fall on him.
it's less the falling and more the being thrown at velocity.
Fair enough.
I mean, you could still do the snowfall thing.
I will say the slow fall goes through and halves the damage.
Then I cast slow fall to have the damage.
So Toxic Bars, take 25 bludgeoning. Though, Bars, the good news is it's bludgeoning, so you have resistance, so it goes down to 12.
Can I? This might be stretching things a bit, but if you're willing to do this, can I take double the damage and protect Tazik?
Oh,
Given that she was effectively on Bars's lap as this is happening. I'm happy to roll something for this if you want,
yeah,
or just tell me to
no,
fuck
no,
off. Like,
Please,
that's fine too.
please roll athletics. I want to see if you can do the acrobatics in the air. No, you cannot.
Wait. Matter over mind. Thanks, PB, for reminding us that we have the Paragon Renegade abilities at the top of this. I'm going to re-roll it.
Okay.
Nat
20!
20!
Yes!
I'm here for this.
So you will take full damage. Tazik, what I'll do is I will let you take what Bars would have taken. So you only take 12.
I'm like barely up, but I'm up, y'all.
I figured that's why. I know, yeah, with how little you got healed for.
Mhm.
That's-
Look, I can fix this.
Oh, it's enough.
It's fine. We have to make it through the turn order.
Exactly.
The temper tantrum has now ended. New abilities have been unlocked, and now we go to the top of the turn with Tazik.
Okay. I don't have any good choices here, y'all, but I think I'm gonna have to heal myself.
You have Metagel on you, by the way.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna go double check because I don't remember.
It's a bonus action to use it on yourself.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And it's 2d4 plus 2?
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 2d4 plus 2. But you're within my aura, so it's 2d4 plus 5.
Okay. So my action is, well, first off, I would have said thank you to Bars. And I feel like subconsciously in the back of my mind, Kryn is watching this whole thing and like adding to
This romance
His-
novel.
his
as the
novel craft.
Krogan grasped the Solarian in his arms, he thought to himself, "This love cannot be." I'm actually, as Kryn is actually saying this out loud to himself, to everyone in the channel.
Bars, can we also take out Kryn when this is done? But
Yeah.
so my action will be the sync laser because unfortunately, since I was downed, it broke the thing, so we're starting over. And then for my bonus action, I will do the Metagel heal, which we said was 2d4 plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
10, I'll take it. Better than nothing. And we'll end with Carl.
Carl, you're not going to have to roll anything. Carl is going to disembark the tank and try and his darndest to get to other tank.
buddy. I'm so glad that you've just picked up some bruises. I promise we can buff those out. You're doing great, buddy.
Oh,
Please
if
do
anyone's looking,
not-
there is a wicked, like,
There's a wicked we lost.
Oh,
his cowling is all scratched up. Everything is just.
We'll make you look pretty again, buddy. We'll make
Yeah.
you look pretty again. In the meantime, don't look at the Thresher mod. Just keep going. Don't.
And that is what he's doing. He is rushing, and then you move over to Etzli.
I'm sitting there and I am I'm assuming they're in the area I'm targeting at the moment. So I am just watching the absolute chaos,
Oh,
I think is
yeah.
the only word I could really describe it.
I mean, we just got yeeted off the Thresher Ball. Are we still there?
You are. The yeeting was not incredibly far. You are in what I
Okay.
like to refer to as the splash zone.
And so I'm just watching everything go down, just my friends, my crew being just flung around like toys, like that tank that just went like that way. But I stay there and I keep charging, and don't mind me because I don't remember what turn I'm on this charge.
You
On
have
3?
charge 3.
I'm on 3. All right.
yeah.
All right. So I hold, and I'll
If you,
go ahead.
so if you want to hold it for after my turn, I can gun away. If you want to fire it after that, if you don't want to wait another round, your call.
Well, speaking of calls, on your armor's internal helmet HUD, you notice that your youngest brother has sent you a message. Moving right along.
I hate everything. As I hit the comm and I'm like, guys, and I'll hear the ping. Although it's not ping, it's probably like a fun little like do tone. Because I forgot to turn off put myself on do not disturb. And I'm just like, guys, I can continue to hold this thing. It still has another 10 seconds, I think, before I'm full, but if you think I should shoot this round, I'm ready. But I see you guys littered around there. It's a large zone. Don't know how large, but I'm assuming you're in the splash zone, so I can hold another turn if you think you can hold out, but
I'll punch it, fire it before Tazik gets eaten again.
This one can fly away.
all right. Can I hold this attack with the trigger being when Kryn gets out of the presumed splash zone?
Yes, I will allow that to be a held action.
Okay, that is what I will do then. All right, waiting until Kryn gets as far away as he can before I knock it. Before they can, I'll knock it.
All right. Doc, what you doing?
So the doc is gonna sigh and activate the barrier again. God, I love being a sentinel. I can do this as many times as I want. Barrier's up. Cool. Is Tazik breathing? Oh, Tazik got healed.
Like is alive right
Tazik
now.
is alive. So cool. Remember one of these really important things that everybody else is not running on by themselves. So the doc is just gonna be like, fuck this shit, and use burst of speed to get to the quad bike, to get on the quad bike, because it's at least upright versus her bike, which is on the ground and probably won't be able to get to. But I can use my double speed to negate getting up from prone and getting to the two of them, running and then jumping on and then using using the healing action, first aid on Tazik. So I get to give you 2d12 plus 3.
For this, do you roll it or do I roll
I
it?
roll it. So
Okay.
that roll, plus it didn't roll the extra d12. Hold on. Plus 4.
So 25.
So 25. Plus, 25
Wow.
plus 3.
25.
So
Is
28.
8. Nice. I'm looking way better now. I'm not like perfectly healed, but I'm like 2/3 of the way there.
I think it's one of those just she rolls up, realizes everyone else is gonna roll out, and she runs up and jumps on the back of the quad and leans over bars to to heal Tazik.
Like stabbed in the neck with like a hypo or something.
Well, it's not even that because it's she can just like holds her hand over you to kind of for her biotics to let you heal that way. And he's like, and then kind of I think grabs the back of the power armor. Sorry to interrupt the romantic moment. God, I don't want to read that book.
Put out.
I remember
We're
this
all
one is already
learning
halfway
everything.
finished with the book.
Oh my gods. Now it's the beast's turn.
Oh, great.
And
Sorry.
since we've hit a new threshold,
How many thresholds does this fucking thing have?
it has 2 more. It has 6 thresholds.
I hate this for us.
It's okay. We've still got 2 more big heavy weapon fires. We can do this.
All of you need to give me DC 16 Constitution saves.
Ah!
That is a 7 for me.
Oh, those are a lot of single digit numbers.
No, no, that
Yeah.
is unfortunate.
Wait,
Uh,
am I the only one who passed?
yes.
Looks like it.
Well, okay.
So
Cool.
as this thing, the plates of its chitin sort of almost release, and a multitude of spores just shed off this thing.
Oh no.
As those of you who failed the save, which is all but the doc, take 10 necrotic damage.
Ugh.
Doc, you take 5.
Oh, well.
Does necrotic go through shields first, or
It-
straight
it-
to the player?
Your shields will stop the effect first.
All right, and I had 2 restored, so I am back.
My shields are gone again, but that's okay.
All right.
Now, that takes its action.
Oh, I freaking had biotic barrier. Okay, so I gotta roll for that.
Yeah, every tick that you use is a D8 for barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
And is going to use its new bonus action to tail sweep.
Catapult.
So,
It needs to make a dex. Let me cheat. Be 100% sure. I'm gonna use my reaction to because it's using an action to attack with its tail. 1 sec. So first off, it fails a dexterity saving throw, so it automatically takes the damage, which is going to be a 5d10. So it automatically takes 24 damage. And it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
28.
Never mind to everything I just said. But it does take damage, so there we go.
Nifty.
Yes.
How is Bars looking, by the way, at the moment?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Um,
I'm not even at half health yet.
I was gonna say,
But-
Bars is a tank.
Yeah, I am built for this.
Doc, Tazik, Bars, I need you all to give me dexterity saves.
Cool.
DC 14.
Because it doesn't come around to me, so dodge doesn't help with this, I presume, because that's only for attacks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 12.
Okay, so 2 of you will be impacted.
I mean, if it's going to be 2 of us, and not, it should be these 2. As long as the dock is up, we're fine.
Oh, it's great. Even if I take half damage, I don't take any damage because I have a thing for that.
So the 2 of you will take 23 bludgeoning.
So halved for me.
I'm still alive, but I'm looking pretty sorry again.
I can fix that.
And
I'm like
that-
going on a roller coaster of health concerns this session.
I think the
Still
damage
above
is-
half.
that
Still above
that
half,
is-
but just barely.
its turn. Bars, it's now your go.
Cool. All right. So we have two passengers now. So I am gonna move and action to move. We're just gonna gun the quad as hard as I possibly can to get as far away from this thing as possible.
Give me a quick vehicle handling test.
13.
Okay. This was a 50-50. So you got
Okay.
better than 50. So you're just going in a straight line to get the fuck out.
I
Got
want to get away of the area blast from Edsley. Although before I do that, we may as well chuck a grenade because why not? I got the bonus action. There's nothing else I'm going to do with it. So let's just
Yeah.
do that additional 3d6 fire. Or thunder. So 7 points of thunder.
Threshold 5 hit.
Fantastic.
Triggered the threshold. Damn. That tipped the threshold. Love it.
Yep. Now at 200 hit points.
Oh, great.
You guys have done 300 hit points.
Yay!
100 of
This is
which
good,
were
this-
Corinne's attack.
This is good. This is what Edsley's been charging for. It's good.
hmm
Crin, it's your go. I suggest running.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna run, but before I run, I'm gonna use my action to shoot it with a catapult. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
It hits. It takes 32 damage, and then I'm running.
Okay.
And I throw another heavy rock at it before I go. And I'm running.
Exley,
And I have
Your
I have a
conditions have been met.
As soon as I see,
So- Now, if you would like, go ahead and roll an obscene amount of d12s.
Mhm.
Look up the precise number.
Hmm.
it
Here you go.
was 3 charges.
It'd
So
be
that
8 to 12
is
now.
So for Kane, we'll say 4 charges instead of for 5.
Mhm.
So,
okay.
so
So-
roll 9d12. Actually, no, it would be 13d12. Roll 13d12.
Jesus.
I'm gonna roll 13d12. Oh my god, roll 13d12. A surprisingly hard thing to type. And I would like to throw in my 3 desperation dice onto that.
Go for it.
Which is gonna be 3d6.
Oof.
103 damage.
Yes.
Threshold 6 has been unlocked.
Still not dead. Why? Why is it not still not dead?
I don't want to unlock this.
Almost.
I'm just
That's
saying
okay.
we should shoot it dead. It is very close.
The sync laser. Tazik's next turn.
Tazik, shoot it.
She's got it.
Shoot it! Shoot her!
Well,
Anyone
it
deserves
is
the
now
killing blow
Tazik's
at this
turn.
point.
Yeah, it's
Fine,
Tazik's
let's
turn.
go. We've now made it to the start of my next turn while I have been targeting our Thresher Ball friend, so it is time for the sync laser. So that means that it will have to make a dexterity saving throw.
It will not make it. It is
Oh,
too big an area.
perfect. Okay, got it. So on a failed save, it takes 8d12 thunder damage.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Just for flavor, I want to skid the quad around so that Tazik can face this thing as this fires off.
For 54 damage.
It is still standing.
Ugh.
It makes a terrible, horrific roar. It is trying to move desperately away.
Quick question for my bonus action. Can I use a Medigel on myself?
Yes, I highly recommend it.
2d4
Hey,
plus 5.
Question. Okay. 2d4 plus 5. For 9. Oh, 2. Oh wait, no, I don't know how to math, y'all. Right, there we go. All right. And that's... How's Carl doing?
Carl is now in the other tank. Would you like to roll a d100?
Oh boy.
So if Carl
will.
gets the kill on this.
I swear to God.
58. Question.
Yeah.
Can Carl get a small bonus because he has now talked with one tank? And he should
Ooh.
theoretically be better at it now.
Even with that small bonus, he still is in the circle of failure.
Okay.
So I will roll randomly to see what he targets.
No, he got it started, but it's not again.
But, oh no, we lost him!
No.
Carl,
Computer God, we're saved!
Carl killed
Carl!
Oh no, he's
Can't
back.
believe
He's
you've
back.
done this, Carl.
Okay,
He's back.
a
He's
one.
back.
That cliffhanger moment.
Yeah.
Wait, you said
He
it's a what?
actually fires
That's
the damn
the ball, the
thing
thresher, right? Yeah.
at the
Yep.
Thresher Maul. One is the Thresher Maul.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Woohoo! Not me!
Let's go.
We're actually-
He hits.
Woo!
I didn't roll the d.
Oops. And he manages to kill the Thresher Maul.
Of course he did.
That's our son!
Okay.
Isaac's just like cheering and
There's as this happening, there's Kryn in the air because he cast blinding and stuff. His tentacles up in the air in celebration. Woo!
Aw.
you
And-
did it, Carl.
And then coming over your comms is one of the Krogan. And one you haven't met before, but anyways. Well, congratulations. That hasn't been done in ages. Go ahead and take your time. You should probably take a trophy or two off the big thing. We'll have a nice celebration for you when you get back.
This one is happy to be of assistance. What's a recommended part of the Thresher Maul to take?
Usually scales. If you want something for fighting with, you can take a tip of one of its many sharp parts.
This one thanks you for your advice. Whee! This Kryn actually says "we" over the line. Whee!
Definitely
You
taking
just see
teeth.
Fran like floating through the background.
Yeah.
Fran is just up in the air, floating across, being like, whee!
Yeah.
Full on like Kermit Flail too.
Whee!
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff.
So I love this image now of we've got the doc riding on the back, standing up like on the back of a motorbike, on a ATV, holding on to the back of Bars's armor, while Tazik is still cradled, I believe.
Oh yeah, no, still in the full princess carry. Yeah.
Full Princess Carrie.
For
and
Carl.
drifting away from me.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Edsley over in the distance on this blown to shit building. Like,
Just flipped over on her back and just like staring at the sky, like, oh my god. Oh my god. It
I got
happened.
eaten twice.
So yeah,
Oh.
we survived that. That's good.
We freaking did it.
more
They
than
said it
survived
couldn't be
they
done.
Killed the bastard. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
They said it couldn't be done, and we did it anyways. Because
This one had faith all along.
Question. Could we take some of the scales or carapace of this to make more power armor with? Can I
Not
harvest
going again.
enough of
That
it?
suggestion drove Pope away.
Yeah, that's
It's
about
like
right.
you are not allowed to do anything in it ever again.
Yeah.
Technically, yes.
Technically,
Yes, it will just be a lot of work to incorporate it.
that's fine. Well, these are for future projects. Tazik just wants the materials.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like cutting off like one scale at a time.
Fair enough. But with that, that is where we're going to wrap for this evening.
Ah, that was great.
As the team has one last job. So let's go around and find out where you can meet all these wonderful people. But first, I have been your humble storyteller among storytellers, Pope World Build on the Internet. If you want to see more of my silly face, you're just gonna have to wait until next week here. As a lot of things are currently cooking elsewhere, but nothing else is going on at the precise moment. However, I will throw out a quick shout out to what I am finding to be one of the most enjoyable streams that I enjoy. And that is a Good Society game over on Laugh Love Lindy Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. I will tell you this, that these people are chaotic. That crew just wants maximum drama at all times.
That's
So
about right.
if you want a taste of chaos and Regency, join me over there on Wednesday. And yeah, that y'all won. However, before I do my last bit, I need to throw a teaser. As we mentioned that there was a little message, Bradley, from her youngest.
Oh my god!
Cliffhanger. The cliffhanger happens again.
Spectrum is having a moment. But I'll try and be quick. Yes, there is a message. It is very simple from Esley's youngest brother. And it simply states, Dad went off to find someone. Here are the coordinates. I haven't been able to get a hold of. Just so happens to be the coordinates of your next job.
Ah.
And thank you all so much for being here. We're live VOD, YouTube. The story is nothing without its audience here, much part of this as we are. And just so if Spectrum is giving us even more conniptions and I can't do my usual stick, let's just go around in the same order that we did for the intros. Hey, Jesus, where can we find you, friend, and what are you up to?
Hey guys, I'm Jesus. I'm part of a podcast called Fanimal. We run a variety of different tabletop role playing games online for the past 15 years. Beyond that, I'm also part of I do a YouTube channel called Arvanis where I go over the lore of various role playing game of tabletop games, and there he goes again. He'll be back eventually. I go over the lore of various tabletop miniatures war games. Today, I just posted a video on Conflict 47, which is basically a war game takes place in World War II, but with sci-fi elements, and it's a fun setting. So hopefully check it out if you're interested. And that's all I am. You can find me as Avandis on most of the things, and that's all from me.
Awesome. Uh, Now to someone who has a lot on their plate and a lot of what I like to refer to as wizard chores on their stream. PB, how you doing, friend, and what are you up to?
Hi, I'm PV from @PVPlaysInside, where you can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky, and on Twitch.tv, in which I play a lot of Destiny 2. Right now, a new expansion recently came out, and I have been enjoying the heck out of it. It is really, really good, and I am playing a lot of it. So if you're interested in, like Pope said, watching somebody do a lot of wizard chores, that is a lot of what I'm doing right now over on that game. And when I'm not doing that, I like to do solo TTRPGs on my own channel. And right now we're on a little bit of a hiatus because I had this expansion coming out the next week after I was supposed to do the solo TTRPG, and it was stressing me out. So I've postponed it, and it's probably going to be, if not at the end of this month, right at the beginning of next month. And that is going to be Void 1680 AM, which is a fun solo TTRPG where you are a radio DJ, and you get to just play a bunch of songs based off of prompts from that system. So that should be a ton of fun. That'll be either the last Wednesday of the month or the first Wednesday of next month. And that is what I am up to. Also, really, really stressed out as to what is happening with my family and friends in this game.
What's Mass Effect with a little human stress? Someone who was never stressing the entire game was Bars, played by Chris. How you doing, friend? What are you up to?
Yes, Chris Ganeas, aka the Painting Pirate, streams Monday, Thursdays, and Saturday over at twitch.tv/Painting Pirate, where it's been all Final Fantasy VII Rebirth all the time, although that is coming to an end. We have reached the part where the game goes, hey, it's end game, go do all your other shit. So I'm doing all the other shit. But it does mean I am on track to finally finish that game before FF14 Dawn Trail comes out, and then we mainline that instead. But break it up a little more. So we'll be back doing the mini painting content at some other point, mixing that up. We're finally going to put the variety back in the variety streaming.
Glad to hear it. Someone who is glad to still be kicking around would be Tazik, played by Mandy. How you doing, friend, and what are you up to?
Can I just say that it feels so terribly fitting that Tazik both almost got eaten twice, and Carl got the last hit in. But hi, you can find me around the internet as LadyLuck34 on all of the socials and also on Twitch. I've been on a short break while I took some time off, but should be coming back later this week to streaming regularly and still doing all the sewing things, but we are going to try to play some games. So in a completely different way, we'll attempt some variety, but also all the sewing.
And someone who manages to sew all of this together week after week would be Prax. How you doing, friend? What are you up to?
Oh, thanks you everybody for being here. Thank you to Pope for running this game. Thank you to all the donations that gave us a Thresher Maw and a lot of stress and possible death. Thank you to everybody watching. I really appreciate you. And as for me, hey y'all, you know me. I'm at Dearjadonlan on Twitter, Praxagorth Esmiophoria, as you see me around here on Twitch, Prax the Bard over on Instagram, Hive, and Blue Sky. And if you've missed out on anything, the YouTube is up and does exist, and I will be updating and making sure everything's up to date on that. If you can come hang out on not this Saturday, but other Saturdays, we do book club and chatting about books and fun things, and I get to just nerd out about the things that I'm reading. And then Sunday, be back here for the finale of Mass Effect The Gathering Dark. I'm sure that the emotional damage to Etzli will outweigh the fact that she had no physical damage in this wonderful fight. And be on the lookout because there will be something new coming to the channel in July. Some fun dark times. But if you want to hang out and help the channel, we got a couple ways to do that. There is a Ko-Fi. All of the donations to that go back into running the channel, buying this gear and support and all of those things. Also, there is a merch store that also has a bunch of stuff on it that you can choose to help, and all goes back into running this fun times. But we should raid, and Noir Enigma is playing Mass Effect, and I just feel that that is oddly appropriate. We should go raid more Noir, and we will see you in a little bit, everybody. Bye.